Hi, I'm Seamless, and today is Monday, which means it's time for a new track from scratch stream. And today's going to be a continuation of the Hardstyle track that I've been trying to do that I started last week. Oh boy, if my mouse is going to just vanish all day, I'm going to have a wonderful time with this. So I'm going to play what I got so far, and it's really just this. Some of you might be saying, oh, well, there's more than that. There's that kick you made last time. And boy, is there ever that kick I made last time. But I'm not using that kick I made last time. In fact, I'm making a new kick. Because immediately after the stream last time, and then in the days following, I learned a whole bunch of new shit about how to make the kicks. And what I have right now is just pitiful in comparison. So we're doing this again. But fear not, I kind of warmed up for this beforehand, which means that this should not take a long time. There's actually two other kinds of sound design I want to focus on today. I really want my mouse to stop vanishing. Really would want it like that. Okay. Two kinds of sound design I want to focus on today, and now the frame rate's gone. That's the best. Patcher. Everything is amazing. I want to work on do the kick. Oh my god. Is it because this thing's open? Minimize. The kick, and then I want to do the voice processing, because something I noticed in a lot of hardstyle songs is there's a lot of like really badass sounding voices, and my voice is not nearly badass enough by itself, but I can do some stuff to it to make it kind of sound better. And then I also want to do some hardstyle lead stuff, because there's actually a lot of really cool sound design coming out of that. Meantime, let's do this. Oh my god, my mouse! Why? What did I ever do to you? Honestly. Oh, God. It's a good thing I can do most of this with my eyes closed. Alright. Except it makes sound, apparently. Oh. The part was apparently way too low. Alright. So, you see that I actually pitched it up 5 semitones. And that's because the kick is by default at G, and I made it so that the note G is actually just the real G. The real OG. Alright, so go into speed. Tell it to turn off real quick. Yeah. That's pretty good. I'm actually gonna do some fun stuff with this, because I actually learned a couple things in a minute ago. Man, plug and picker really screws it up, doesn't it? Okay, EQ, another. This guy, asymmetrical. You like how just turning on the asymmetry kind of just turns that into something weird. I enjoy that about that. I really need my mouse for this, though. Good times. Alright. Oh, my God. I might have to, like, hit the restart on this if it gets any worse. Hee. Some of you should see exactly where this is going. Alright, I need 1, 2, 3, and 4 controllers. Okay. So the first thing I want to control is the bandpass. Holy balls. Okay, 1 second. There's a thing. There's a control. So what if I turn that off? I guess since I'm recording, and now my camera's flipping out. I guess it's always been doing that, but if it keeps doing that, I'm either going to get a new camera or just not have a camera for a while. Alright, what was I doing? Oh yeah, so this is for the bandpass. Let's actually just link this up. How wide? Not very wide. Okay, so that's this guy. And doop. There. So now you see it's working. Kill you. Nice. I'm gonna leave that alone for a second because we need the other part of this to make sense. All right, so that's this guy. I'm essentially using Harmor like a sampler. It's a lot. This is honestly a lot easier than what I was doing with Maximus and crap last time. That was too much. I suppose I could do that. I could just burp out a badass voice. Where that is subject to change. Okay. Starting to see the shape here. Audio span on the right? Really? I guess it is kind of. That's actually an issue I have with my audio interface. I don't really have a control over at the moment. One day I'll fix that. But it's actually been like that for a very long time. All right. Here's some more fun parts. I'm going to automate the pre-gain and the mix of the distortion on this guy. So your pre-gain and your distortion. Is that? Yeah. Well, pre-gain is distortion. For this dude... And how well that works will change. A lot of this will have to get changed once we have like the whole thing together to really nail it in there. Now this is a cool effect. See that? Because the distortion mixes in. And that's just so cool. Now there's some funky things you can do with the speed here. That's phase cancellation you're hearing from the certain pitches not really being aligned. I haven't done any. It's still the original harmonic movement. See, if I go too far, I run the risk of... Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, so the reason why I'm doing this with Harmor is because with this guy, I can actually come in here and tell its pitch to be the same on all notes. So I'm being able to pitch the other guy and not pitch this guy. This is that separation between the punch and the body that everyone else is talking about all the time with the hardstyle stuff. Am I doing this right? I actually did a lot of experiments with this, but I wanted to do it again on the stream just so I could show people how I did it. Oh yeah, we're also getting a lot of limiting because of the way that the mixer is set up right now. Yeah, look at that. Is that this guy doing that? Oh yeah, shit, I forgot the... There's actually a whole bunch of shit I haven't done over here to make this work. Well, that's fun. That's cool. is the band pass. That's starting to get a little weird. It's because this is the timing on the hammer that's making this weird. And I really didn't have this hard of a time with it the first time that I was doing this. Someone in the chat said, "Seamless, do you see why people waste so much time on a kick?" And you can do that with any kind of sound design. You can waste time on a hat. My contention was never that there was no reason to waste time on it. My problem was always with the fact that people said that this was the hardest kind of sound design there is. And it's really not. It's pretty hard, and it's fun, actually. I'm actually getting really kind of into it with what I've been doing recently, but it's not the hardest. It's not even close to the hardest. I really have no clue what's wrong with this guy. Like, what's happening here? There's something I'm missing. Alright, I'm not doing the wrong octave. That'd have been kind of funny. This is all correct. Alright. I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna open up the experiment I did earlier just to double check some things. Because it did actually get this to work. Alright. See, that works just fine. I think I'm just going to save this hammer and put it in there because it's just the timing that's bugging me up. That's the hardest sound design in my opinion. You know, I thought about that and like I really couldn't figure out what I honestly think is the hardest kind of sound design because everyone is going to find certain things easier than other people. Not only that, but when you're new to something, that thing is going to be really hard. Like, for example, I have a hard time with hardstyle kicks, but that's just because I'm not a hardstyle producer. If I had been doing that my entire life, this shit would obviously be in the bag. But, alright. But, like, I don't know. Honestly, I mean, I could throw out like some curveballs and say like the hardest kind of sound design is like physical modeling, where you're trying to recreate realistic sounds. That could be kind of hard because of just very specific problems with that kind of thing. You know, like trying to synthesize a piano. That's kind of hard. All right, so this is officially a problem. A problem with the chain. Oh yeah, I forgot about the part where I did this. Dude. That's only part of that though. So I think I might be screwing up. Am I doing that backwards? Now here's what I have the fourth controller for, actually. Is linking it up with this guy. And the purpose of this is to move it around based on what note I'm playing. Snap, please. All right, now we're getting somewhere. There's your garage bass. Something like that. Is Windows 10 actually out? People talk about Windows 10 in the chat, and I got the little icon on my trays like everyone else, but like, I didn't know if Windows 10 was actually out yet. So the last time I did this, there was not even a little as much level coming out of the mid range, and I think that might actually be because of the bandpass. Cool. Well, good enough for now. And then in the meantime, let's get us a bass layer in here. Put you up in here. I cannot fix my camera. People are talking in the chat about my camera, and I know about my camera. I cannot fix my camera. I haven't the slightest idea why it's doing what it's doing. Actually, I have kind of an idea about why it's doing what it's doing, but I don't actually have a fix for it at the moment. It's kind of an old camera. Is that enough bass for the world? It doesn't help that I'm not listening to this at full volume, but whatever. Alright, so actually I can't move that now because it's in control of this guy, so that means I have to move this. Doing this guy wrong? I could be doing. What did I do the other one? Double check some stuff. So not that different. Actually, in fact, it's identical. So cool. I apparently just misremembered what it was like. Did I just play everything all at once? That was weird. There were a couple extra things I could do. I did, and I will do. I put this guy. Let's boost that a little bit. Put an EQ in here. Alright, so we've basically got the foundation for what will be the kick in this song. And what I like about keeping it all synthetic like this is that if I want to change it, I will, and I will change it. Because what'll end up happening is that how I end up mixing this stuff in there will greatly influence the tone of this stuff. And like I could fiddle with these forever. You know, I definitely see the lure of like dicking around. Cool. Just for kicks, let's put this underneath the thing here just to see how that fits with almost no mixing. So what the hell's my progression here? F sharp. Why the hell is my piano roll separate like this? So I just take that. Am I at the requisite 150? I believe that I am. I'll get rid of this now. Too low. Although there is actually some fun stuff you can do with like. That's pretty neat. Okay, so that was obviously too low. The fuck? Oh. I somehow got the last half of the first bar. Kind of there. You can see it. You can hear that. You can just taste it with your ears because you have synesthesia. The tone is most notable when it gets to the higher bits. There's obviously some issues with the kick, but like it's actually very clear what they are now when you hear it like this, because you can hear how it merges and how it relates to stuff, and you can be like, okay, there's changes that need to happen. So because this is a synthetic kick, I can do something interesting, stereo-wise. Someone was telling me that it's... Oh yeah, that's right. I already did this because I copied this from the other guy. So what I have here is the unison. It's off right now, but this is the harmonic user pitch window where I'm specifically making the unison stay on for only the midsections areas. Maybe it's time to make a video explaining to your followers that making music live will bring results that are not instant gratification. What? Band pass. This sounds kind of ridiculous by itself. See how the EQ follows it now? Because of the keyboard tracking that we did on the fourth controller. I should probably make the bandpass follow the notes too, but I'll do that later. I'm okay with that cake for now. I just wanted to do that to replace the old terrible cake that I had done in the first parts of the series. All right. Make some seamless style. Yeah, well. I want to try to do a little bit of voice processing. So I gave a guy this tip earlier about voice acting, actually, in a Facebook post. And it's something I learned a while ago, actually with a friend of mine who really wanted to make their voice sound very feminine. And so what we did was they recorded their voice, and then we tried various things to try and make it work out. And it's not just about, I mean, you can play with formants and you can play with pitching and you can do that kind of thing. But, well, actually, I guess the formants part is the part that matters. Because if I just started speaking with my voice and just pitched it up, it would sound weird and chipmunky because the formanty characteristics of my voice would just move up with it. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to sort of change the formats. So what if I wanted to record my voice and make it sound like a female voice version of myself, I would talk like that, but at my regular pitch. So I start like, I can't even, hi, like you sort of falsetto kind of stuff. Hi, yeah, you sort of like screw with your formats, make it sound like that, and then you pitch it. And then because the formats are in the right position, when you pitch them up, they work the way they're supposed to. This is sort of the same thing with like the trailer voice kinds of people. Although the best kinds of voices you're going to get for that kind of thing are for people who actually just sound like that. And there was an interview with Headhunters when he was actually talking about the guy that he did in various songs of his, most notably on Dragonborn, where he mentioned that the guy, like, people were being like, well, what kind of voice processing did you do on that? There's obviously like some distortion or whatever on some parts, but for like just the actual main voice, and he said that he didn't really do a lot. The guy just sounds like that. So like having that sort of starting place is, obviously preferable. However, I don't sound like that, so I gotta try and find a way to make this work. I have done this before with my remix of the Killer Instinct track, which is actually on the Killer Instinct OST, which I think is kind of sweet. But someone in the chat was just asking about commercial tracks, so that's an answer to that. And they're also making fun of my hey that I was just doing there. Now, the best part is that, like, before the processing, my voice is actually going to sound really, really stupid. But I gotta, like... Of course, there was also that time when I was sick and my voice just sounded really awesome, but I can't do that sort of on call. So we gotta kind of, like... I could try to, like, fuck up my voice. Do the metal thing. Tobacco core. Nice. And people are freaking out about my camera. And somebody said subscribe. And if you did subscribe, then yay, awesome. I like subscribers. In a world, I'm talking really quietly, but that's okay because compression exists. And look at that. That's the input of my mic. You can actually see that it's leaning a bit to one side. And I thought I fixed that with my mic. Test, test, test. Yes. Test, test. That's better. Whatever. Speaking about stuff with my voice. All right, I should say something badass. What's a badass thing to say? Tobacco core. Tobacco core. Your cam seems to have seizures, SeamlessR. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I guess this is my modulator, so let's roll with that. I mean, I'm not modulating anything with this. This is just my voice. Modulator. This is my modulator. Modulator. That's me. That's my seamless snake. Yes, that's my solid snake. I almost forgot his name for a second. I was like, no, his name is Seamless Snake. That's not his name. But Commander, I must go in undetected. I'm recording a modulator. See, I'm going to have a lot of noise in the background when I'm doing this, but that's whatever. I don't really care right now. I'm going to do a lot of crap to this voice. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. Butt scratcher. All right. So you can see this really quiet input voice here. Let's see what this sounds like. I'm recording a modulator. Sweet. Just as terrible as I want it to be. Normalos. Okay, how do I want to fuck with this first? I'm probably going to screw this in Harmor, but you know, I requested that they made it so that like drag samples have a more unique title, but I'm not entirely sure that they did this on purpose. I'm recording a modulator. I'm recording a modulator. Just small changes make a big impact. I'm recording a modulator. I'm recording. Oh yeah, we have new stretch modes. I forgot about this. So hold on. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. All right, now let's compress the shit out of this. Maximus. I'm recording a modulator. I'm recording a modulator. Yeah. Hear all the noise in there. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording. So I want to try one thing. Let's do. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording. I'm recording. I'm recording. I'm recording. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. That has potential. Probably not with this weird gating I'm doing in Maximus. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. See, this is why it doesn't matter that I'm doing it in a relatively quiet input. I'm recording a modulator. This. If I want to get real special. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording. Boy, that sounds kind of evil. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. Throw a Vocodex on it. It actually might be kind of funny to do that just on a voice to itself. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. That sounds dope. Oh God. I'm
recording a modulator.
I want to like layer it with that.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
Holy balls.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator.
See that? There we go.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
Dear God. What is happening in the chat right now with Germans? People are like angry at Germans, or people are maybe just guy, this one dude is being super racist, but whatever. I'm busy.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
That sounds like the fire bats from StarCraft.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
So what if I wasn't doing it?
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
It sounded like I was burping right there.
Is. I'm recording a modulator.
Apparently, according to the chat, there's a French Nazi in the chat hating on a German dude. And someone else says, not enough Vespine gas. You must construct additional pylons. Maybe that's my fucking, that'll be my lyric for this. You must construct additional pylons.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
Actually, let's do some funky distortion. I haven't a lot of experience with distorting voices, so this will be interesting. If I can find where the heck, oh my God. All right.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
See, then that happens. That's not really what I want to happen.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator.
All right, let me go back to doing some.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
Just turn it before the Vocodex. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I'm recording a modulator. This.
That was actually a very good idea. That's an incredibly good suggestion, sir.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
Damn, that's just super evil. Super evil.
I'm recording.
Yeah, I was gonna put on a reverb. Let's put on some room.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording.
Kind of lost some high frequencies when I did that. That's what you used it for.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording.
Now, just for good measure, I'm gonna record a bit of this. I honestly expected to get to like something that I would actually be okay with to happen to require more time than that.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
Honestly, if I were to use that as a modulator for something, it would probably sound awesome. Boink. I need my Edison. All right.
I'm recording.
Of course, now the stereo. There's no point in having done the stereo stuff, but whatever.
I'm recording. I'm recording a modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
Probably sound weird if I put unison on it.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
Or it'll sound dope.
I'm recording. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. I'm recording. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. Yes, I'm recording a modulator.
I didn't actually want to do that, but what I wanted to do.
I'm recording a modulator. Yes, I'm recording.
Was to turn on the formant thing and then go into the formant thing. Yeah.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator. I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
Now that is cool shit. Is what that is.
I'm recording. I'm recording.
That's less cool shit, but that's kind of fun.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
That too.
I'm recording.
I feel like I should use that as a bass.
I'm recording a modulator. This is I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
Someone's asking, when will I use it? I'm probably not going to use this specific. I mean, maybe I will. Maybe I'll actually just use modulator as like the modulator. Like that's that kind of thing. I spent, I was listening to a bunch of mixes from festivals. DEF CON, spelled with a Q, and Climax, also spelled with a Q. SeamlessR.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
And I was noticing that like it seems like 80% of the songs are the intros, or at least the way they mixed them. Whoever did the set mixed it such that it was mostly like just the intro was what the song was. And it was mostly like just like it was like trailer stuff almost. It didn't really make a lot of sense. It just had a lot of that kind of like voicing over and like announcements and shit. Especially the one hardstyle track that I actually like a lot so far is Noise Controller's track Source Code for Creation. Yeah, it was the Climax anthem, I guess, for 2014, and like a lot of the track just spent a lot of his time just being cool ass sounds like that, and people hated the shit out of it apparently. But damn. Yeah, so that's I just wanted to play that again for a second.
I'm recording a modulator. This is.
So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this to part B and turn on side. Whoa. Cool. We're done with the first part.
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
I just wanted to put on stereo there so I can record this. Where am I Edison at?
I'm recording a modulator. This is my modulator.
If I want to get extra hardcore about it.
I'm recording.
I wonder what it sounds like backwards. Nom nom nom. Nom nom. Someone in the chat says, I wonder what Seamless is going to say when he edits the video for YouTube later on. I don't edit my videos. Anyway, this has been the end of part 1 where I created this voice and that kick for this bit here, which is okay for now. And in the next part, I'm going to tackle the other thing I wanted to do, which was the lead sound design, and probably screw that kick a little bit some more. But yeah, for those of you watching on YouTube, if you have any questions about this, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and whitelist my YouTube channel on ad blockers so I can make money. And as usual, have a nice day. Glitchy webcam out.